Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Smutty Potty Metalbox, Lou Viking, Hero Sloth. Welcome, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the day, man. You can't do the
tower dance.
You can't do the tower dance. You know, dive in, pew, dive out. Jump in, pew, dive out. Dive in, pew, dive out, right? You can't do that.
Happening.
Hello, Thomas. Welcome. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Hero. Any hope for Paragon? I'm sad about recent news. I think so. F-34? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm absolutely, So yes, I'm just checking some pings here to see if it's going to be useful for any of this stuff here. No. Powerless gaming. Um, Damn. Oh, sorry guys. Why am I alive at this hour? I'm still going home, man. I'm passionate about it. Absolutely, let's do everything we can to keep it alive. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Alright. Still going? Proud? Thanks, man. Yeah, alright. I love Sylphin. Thanks, Juggernaut. Don't create more Smurf accounts and beat up new players. That scares them. Christian? Absolutely. So what's going to happen to the future Paragon, because they haven't said anything more about the rumors being a lie?
Lou Viking, they are talking about it. Lou. Hero Sloth, thank you very much for the bits, man. Thank you. Absolutely. I only have 5. Sorry, Dad. It's okay. It's alright, man. Just a quick question. How would you build Crunch? Tanky. Probably. In the jungle, you could get away with more damage, but tanky. He just needs time to deal his thing. Okay. As a MMR cap player, in my opinion, stealth buff is not healthy for the game. Yeah. I agree. All of these ideas are not and come from the community as whole. All individuals many people have many people have given their thoughts and ideas towards keeping Paragon alive, and these are many, at least from my circle of influence. And you should note that to them that are not mandatory, they should consider what can fit in the game. You're warning us, I guess? At least from my circle of influence. While some ideas might go against certain visionary goals, well, we all might have different visions for exactly what Paragon is. We can all agree on one This is important to remember, as sometimes our ideas or visions Hey, so I'm happy to see you supporting Paragon, getting the community together, brings everybody to find the best route for the Paragon will thrive. Absolutely, Storm Souls. Absolutely. Hashtag Paragon will thrive. If everyone wants to become mainstream PC and PS4 have to be separated more bizarre by nature a competitive game. All games are competitive by nature, but depends. T. Logan, do you think that the amount of posts on Reddit saying to not cancel it shows how passionate the community can be? Absolutely. What's the story behind all this metal box? Started off with a sense of neglect towards Paragon from the dev team, perceived by the community, and you know, community uproar, a whole bunch of people leaving, some rumors, and you know, Epic responding to it, the Reddit post, pseudo confirming, not really, some people, the community's fears. PC has an innate advantage over PS4, so has this been kept in the game? So we got to say that I absolutely commend you for your time in doing this. Hey, here within. Hey, I appreciate to hear. I appreciate that to hear that. You truly give me respect, man. You're still working hard. It's been hours now. I hope to see everyone will all see it succeed. Thanks, Danny. This is so dead, Sylphin. The way for Paragon to get better is for Epic to listen, which they will not do. Rel. Rel, the point is, if what they do is not successful, then it will not be successful, and they will come back, and ask for help because it's not successful. So when they are ready to get that success going and listening to people, because what they are doing is successful, we have to be there for the good ideas and not give up. So Rel, that is what we're doing. Hey, Tuckflit. We're still going at it. I stopped to like family time and stuff, but yeah, I'm back at it. Are you in my Discord, Tuck? Are you in my Discord, Tuck? I would love for you to get in and get some of your ideas in here. I know there's a doc I was sent for all competitive players and stuff, to get together and buy Obamacare. I don't know if you got that. I don't know if you got that doc spread around by Obamacare. For it looks like it's more competitive. It's more for your for you guys in the competitive scene. Straight up to MVP status, Talkflit. First time I hear of it. Yeah, that is said. Tuckflit. I'll message. I'll see if we can add you to that. I'm just so salty, but I should be more supportive. It's the only thing you can do. Alright, all of these ideas are not mine and come from the community as a whole. Many people have given their thoughts and ideas towards keeping Paragon forward towards helping keep Paragon alive, and these are many of them, at least from my circle of influence. While we all might have different visions for exactly what Paragon is, we can all share the same vision in having Paragon become successful. That is important to remember, as sometimes our visions, our ideas or visions cloud the path to success. And it is up to us to remember to stay open and willing to change in pursuit of, I may have said success 1,000 times, but if they would take Sylphin sheet here into consider, it would improve the game dramatically. Maybe. In terms of overall, I have broken down the ideas into two oh, excuse me, tasty. Here, you guys can watch while I manipulate it, I guess, but also give, but also type in some chat. Leave some comments. Oh yes, you can comment, I guess. No, that'll get too cluttered. That'll get too cluttered. You talked about adding to the jungle. No. I mean, yeah, yes, that has to happen, but like, is that like, you know, when you're talking about life and death, is that really, you know, that's not a life and death, if you ask me. I've broken down the ideas into two general categories. Things that I think must happen before the plug is pulled. Well, things that I think must happen, and things that could wait until maybe later. Realistically and honestly, the could wait ideas are essentially just as important, but I had to separate them to suit reality. Old Man McGowan, what's going on? Are they discontinuing Paragon or something? They are talking about how Paragon can be successful. and if it can be. Communication must have in this game, so voice chat is actually a priority. Two streams one day. Yeah, I'm feeling like I gotta get this done. Implement monolithic matchmaking in ranked modes. Contains 2 leagues. Ranked and unranked. Benelli, Spider, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, guys. Contains 2 leagues. Ranked, unranked. Contains 2... What is that? Like 2... what? 2 streams? It's not leagues. Leagues are like solo and others. 2 streams. Two leagues. So then what are like solo queues? Like what are those called? Two queues? Queues? Ranked queues? 2 leagues? Contains 2 queues. No. Yeah. You would call what leagues? Text-based chat. Have to be specific. And always self-consistent. Contains... Contains 2 leagues. Ranked queues. Yeah, ranked queues. Solo queue, 2s plus 3s queue, 5s queue. Unranked queues. Solo queue with option to be put with 2s, 3s, and 4s. 2s plus 3s and 4s queue. 5s queue. This is in a perfect world with enough concurrent players playing. If not enough players, whole queues can simply be eliminated to fill others. Implementing Ranked and monolith matchmaking is important. In order to give people the environment they want to play Paragon in. Not only is ranked the stepping stone for competitive play, which this would further facilitate, but it also allows people to play with players of similar mindsets and expectations. This provides a challenge and a goal for players to work towards. This further increases player retention. There you go. Is this a new stream from earlier? Yeah. What the heck is this? No yellow shirt. Maybe put the yellow shirt on if you guys really want to. You guys want me to put the yellow shirt on, or? Player retention and player... You need business suit back on again from last week? Finish baking the cake and let people eat it. Carlitos Motel, more players. More players will come because of ranked. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I know probably all of the top streamers would come back, all of the competitive players would come back if they had ranked, almost guaranteed. Here, I'll put my shirt on if you guys really want me to. There we go. Just paint my chest yellow. Paragon could be a flagship title. As a flagship. Say Unreal Engine. Say Paragon Better. Hey, give me ideas, man. Visual fidelity showcase. Cross-platform and cross-genre platform. Do you see the Reddit post of someone remaking the map? Yes, I did, Chaw. It was solid, man. Perspective in third person, yeah. What? How else can guys help me out? How else can Paragon? Why? How else can Paragon be a flagship title? I honestly think it could absolutely be an Unreal Engine showcase. Flagship showcase, just a raw visual fidelity showcase. Cross-platform and cross-genre showcase, to be honest with you. I honestly think they can keep... They could honestly keep cross-platform. And just, you know, if you want to be competitive, then you just got to get on PC. Like, it just, I don't know, you know? It'll just be, as you climb the ladder, you'll just reach a point where the controller isn't enough. And you just gotta switch, and, you know, that'll be fine. And if you're fine playing on PS4, then just go for it. I don't know. You can use keyboard on PS4. Yeah. 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 Some people really need 60 FPS, and it's kind of arguable whether it can do it, but why can't it go to Steam too? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. Keyboard and mouse from my couch is a no-go. Yeah, but like I could put my PS4 on my computer desk and use the controller and sit here and do that. But anyway, that's another discussion. I don't really want to get into here. I honestly think it can stay, and I think that would be good for the game. More people playing together, bringing communities together. I honestly think it would actually be a really good thing. Moriyashi as an example. Exactly, Ryan. But... Oh, man, just is streaming? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, guys, go watch him, man.
What are you doing? Holy crap! Oh my god! Hey guys, Sylphin just followed my channel. Sylphin, thank you so much, man. Thank you for everything that you do in this community. I'm telling you. You are Paragon, my friend. You are the man. Dicker. Not me. Not me. You. I'm glad that the VP, you know, popped by your channel. Like he said in chat, man, he is one of many voices, but it's a pretty powerful voice. Pretty powerful voice. Cha.
Nice.
How's it going?
Ask about the game. He's
yeah,
not,
Sylphin,
guys.
Thank you for all that you do, man.
He's not gonna divulge anything.
You guys are insane. The The document is insane. Cha, thank you for the follow. Static, thank you for the follow. Juggernaut, thank you for the follow.
It was super
Follow
special to
train,
have him and
en
you,
route.
honestly. Thank you.
But yeah, Sylphin, your document, man.
Why is it?
Yeah, hey, thanks, man.
Awesome.
Your document is, like I said, is we need the community to come together.
Sylphin splashing.
Cha, I'm catching up on follows. The stream is going so fast. It's got good information. It's awesome that you put that together because, like, obviously, you know, the community can come together and be very salty when something, you know, negative is given to them. But in light of recent events, meaning our post, the community has come together and done something that's really meaningful. You can see the passion that the players have. You can see, you know, how many people want Paragon to succeed. If we didn't have that kind of passion, Paragon, you know, wouldn't become what it is. Damn it. I do not have the means to kill any of them. Execute. Paragon love. Oh my god, all these follows.
Go follow this guy, man.
It's Lino.
This guy deserves it.
Tangy.
10 million
Logan.
man.
Decker, thank you guys so much for the follow. You guys are the best.
10 million %. 10 like
You guys
much more than
are the best.
I do,
I don't
man.
even know what to build right now. Oh yeah. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Go here. Boom boom. All the chat. All the chat is real. Oh man. AKC4 mod is in the house. Hey guys.
You're inspiring the community, so
I did. I saw that. I saw the map, Cha. I
So
think it was
keep it
really
up.
cool. I think it was really cool. The community has come together and done some really
Hope he
amazing
watches
stuff.
this later so he can watch you
Sylphin's
watch him talking
document
about
is-
when he
is
was watching
insane.
you.
Sylphin's document is nuts. Let me turn that down just a smidge. Sylphin's document is nuts. You got so much good information in there, and that's one of many Google Docs that I've gotten. One of many.
Did I roast
Thank you for your post. Thank you, Juggernaut. I really appreciate it.
you or the dev team or
Okay. I was pretty sure I just saved his life there.
did I roast you or the dev
Morgan,
team
thank you
or
so much for the follow, guys. I really appreciate
anything?
it.
Having him there?
Sylphin is keeping everything alive. Thank you so much for the kind words and the group, the horde
Did I
that you
blade
brought with
any
you.
of you?
Opens document, don't fuck up. Yeah, you just on a
Ask
roll
about the
tonight.
game?
You're keeping me laughing.
Hey,
I
Sylphin, Matt just
appreciate
said someone stopped by your stream.
it. Yeah,
Who was
Sylphin,
it?
your document is
It
one
was
of many
the-
that I've gotten. We've
it
gotten
was the
several
vice president
documents from
of
like
Epic.
Severin and the crew that he works with. Like, you guys have so much information that we can provide, and we can hope that things, you know, we can hope that Paragon continues to thrive. Oh man, all these Alamir, Mammoth, Alaskan, Dr. Healy, the real
Who's
Matty
not-
Mo.
Who's not an affiliate? Jurassic
The
Core,
list
welcome.
goes, the list goes on and on tonight, guys. You guys are killing it.
I just wanted to answer
that.
if I roasted any of them or anything.
I started with Wukong at my house. Yeah, that was a pretty killer joke. That was a pretty killer joke. I gotta say.
No, that's not what I want to ask.
Oh, the follows are just rolling in. Let's group up play your nearly mastered Wukong. No, we can't be friends. Oh man, Dr. Healy, we are catching up. We are
Right.
catching up.
I don't know. I just wanted to answer.
Preemptive.
Hello, Magnus.
Preemptive
Who's
hold. I got
Magnus?
scared. I'm not gonna lie.
He is a
I'm glad I did that because
he's
They were
a
all
Epic employee.
they were all there. Let's group up. Did I roast you on the devs team or anything? Having him there? No. We need to kill.
Okay.
Dang. Holy crap, man! He killed that super quick. I'm gonna wish I had my ult now. I'm gonna wish. Oh, bad idea. You look at chat for a second, then the next thing you know, you're dead. Rip. Rip Magus. All right, let me get to these. Double Rainbow, Shadow, Rogue, Finley, Superhawk, Reforged. All you guys are coming in with the sick follows. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Magus, the data says Twitch is all go for marketing. Stream boy, stream. Yep, love the stream.
All right, well,
premature ult, sorry. Can't read a bigger Quang sword.
We'll get back.
Listen, Sonny, you were killing it. You were making me laugh tonight, man. It's good. Hey, Sylphin, thank you, buddy. No, you didn't roast me at all, man. It was good. I was hanging out in your chat, just taking some notes, documenting, and then boom, VP pops in. You're highly talked about between us. The community loves you, man. That doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Like I said, your information, man, I'm passing it on as fast as I can, spreading it through, sharing it with the community. It's growing, man. You're getting a lot of traction on it, and that's the kind of stuff we, the community, need to see. Thanks, buddy. Rip Whirlwind Blade, yeah. You know, oh shit, we lost an inhibitor. I didn't know that.
Inspiring to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whirlwind Blade. I preferred it to be an active instead of like the passive. I like to know when I could whirlwind.
There you go. All right. All right. Guys, go follow Magist. Stuff like that. Sylphin, time to ask about working from home for Epic. I'll leave that guys up to you. I'll leave the guys up to you. You guys oh my god. If you guys got me a job at Epic working from home, I would forever be the Paragon community coordinator slave, because I'm assuming that'd probably be the best position to put me in. Community coordinator that works from home, because that kind of makes the most sense. Doing community stuff. God, man. I'd be your fucking slave, man. That felt good, isn't it? Yeah. Legacy or monolith? Monolith. I've definitely had many more good experiences on monolith. Legacy was tainted for me because I was new to the true MOBA genre, to MOBAs in general, kinda. Like Here's the Storm, whatever. Spy, thank you very much. Alaskan, welcome, guys. So I was new, like I didn't have a complete understanding of it, right? So yeah, like, you know, do I like the vision of Legacy more? Yes. Do I like the actual game of now in Monolith? Yes. Why work from home? So I live in Canada and I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Family is everything, guys. Don't move. Well, have a good connection with your family, like if you don't. But family's everything. So plug the concept of a debt of active players being the PTR to balance shit for them, less epic employee work. Yeah, that's true. Monolith would be better for Paragon since it makes it even more unique compared to other MOBAs. Yeah. I think what they could do, though, I think what they honestly could do is... Where's a map of Monolith? Like, the walls of the outsides, just remove those walls and make them cliffs. So, like, with this vast, you know, vastness. In the center of the map, make those tall, but vision. That's why they're there. That's why those walls are there. Yeah, for vision. I'm trying to think of like where you could put like pits of like, you know, hanging, floating, but can't really do that. Just like open it up, get that Legacy visual back, but Should Epic bring back Legacy? I don't think so. It'd be really cool to see it back, but it was fundamentally broken. It was too big of a map. Like, it would work if you wanted to make Dota with Paragon visuals. You know, Legacy would probably work fine, but that's not what the future has in store. That's not what the future has in store. That's not a 21st century. I mean, I know I say that as a whatever, but try hard. Thank you for the bits, man. Thank you so much. B&M, absolutely. Thank you so much, man. I absolutely appreciate it. Yeah. Just make a Legacy standalone? Nah. Yeah, let me know if this is blurry or something. So many people I talk to say Paragon sucks because it's a third-person HOTS. Interesting. I could see that. Sensation being a truly grand scale on Legacy, yeah. Yeah. I definitely would like to see that sense. Thanks for the knowledge. Hey, I absolutely appreciate it, man. Thank you. Just trying to help. Execute on finishing, marketing, and releasing Paragon. Finish baking the cake and let people eat it. Paragon can be a flagship title. Unreal Engine flagship showcase. The ultra high visual fidelity title. Cross-platform showcase, cross-genre showcases, third-person shooter, and MOBA. Will make for boring professional games, Tyler. No, not if that's not, you know, not if it's a fun, engaging game for the rest of the time. Like, you know, like, you have to kind of ask yourself, why do they have to come back? And why can't the rest of the time of the game be interesting? So, Sylphin in the evening, yeah. I really should go to bed. I was ready to go to bed an hour ago, but Paragon has potential and deserves it. In my opinion, of course. I'd have to say, seeing Mark in here really gave me a confidence boost. Absolutely, Mr. Steely. Absolutely. Who would you like to see work on it? Nobody else. I don't think anybody, any other game, or maybe the Final Fantasy team. If the Final Fantasy team got their hands on this, maybe. I don't know. Core gameplay issues need to be solved, such as balancing Fangtooth and reducing the snowball. Was Mark in chat or Discord? He was in Twitch chat. Reduce power game to 3 power and then 6 power after 4 kills, maybe even 2 and 4, respectively. Square Enix making competitive games. I don't know, man. Nice, Double Rainbow. Share that on Reddit, man. Share that on Reddit. Double Rainbow, share that on Reddit. Why you say Final Fantasy team? They're the only ones that has shown the same visual vision ever, I think. So player retention, yeah. So onboarding, I think, is a big issue with that. First kill grants health regen and gold. Second kill grants health regen plus gold. Third kill grants movement speed plus gold. Fourth and subsequent kills grant grants 10% non-hero damage boost plus gold. Subsequent kills grant, I don't know, permanent health and mana regen, yes. I hope this grind pays off. Hey, if it can... That sounds more broken. You would need to build utility. Like, just a little bit. Like, it's not going to be a lot. But, like, something. Like, you know, 3 health regen or something. I don't know. 3 mana regen or something. I don't know. You know, not very much. I just can't believe inhibs don't respawn, Tyler. A lot of MOBAs don't do that. A lot of especially hero brawlers don't do that. So I think that's fine, honestly. The issue is that power from Fangtooth enables non-damage dealers to perform outside their role. The power and gold. The power at the 5th kill and gold along the way should provide sufficient advantage for one team to close out a match. with no power along with no power until the 5th and with reducing the damage tanks chess vitality based builds do, see below. The snowball should be more balanced. The advantage should be more effective for promoting each hero to fulfill a role, a certain role. There we go. Should the core target multiple heroes at once? I don't think so, no. Do I think towers do enough damage? Initially, yes, but they should increase in damage the more you take from it. The issue is that power from Fangtooth enables non-damage dealers to perform outside their role. Reducing tank / vitality damage. Even though the focus is currently on hero-to-hero combat in Paragon, that doesn't mean everybody needs to deal the damage numbers. Supports and tanks need to facilitate the combat and help it being prominent, which they absolutely can do. They do this through healing, slows, silences. The Decker buff is insane. Yeah. Take away Wukong's stun. I would not be opposed to that. They do this through healing, slow, silences, stuns, roots, shields, buffs, debuffs, etc. Yeah, I don't like them adding damage to sports. Remove power from tier 7 agility slot, replace with more health. Replace with health and regen. Could be basic damage. Could be a small amount of basic damage to help brawler bruisers. Reducing hard CC damage / durations and increasing CC mitigation options. Hard CC durations seem a bit high for Paragon's game speed. The numbers look fine on paper, even when comparing to They're too long. What did you mean by legacy is broken? Like, the geometry, like the space. The space is too it's too big. It's broken in that sense. I think I'm pretty sure. Like there's no way of not having travel mode, so you're moving around so fast out of combat, but then when you're in combat, not moving so fast. It's like, do you get what I mean? And if you made in combat speed penalties so much to make the gameplay fine, then out of combat movement speed would be just like travel mode. Do you get it? I think so here is the link to the document, guys. Magis said they are not stopping development is in the stream just then. There you go. They're not stopping development. Thank you, Cybrock, for the follow. Evian General, thank you guys very much for the follow. Welcome. Hard CC durations seem a bit high for Paragon's game speed. The numbers look fine on paper, even when comparing to other MOBAs, but with Monolith's game speed, they're too long. Hard CC's damage itself plus the overt damage of plus the current overt damage of tanks brawlers seems to kill people too quickly and not provide competitive counterplay or healthy engagement dynamics. That's what I want to say. But they could remove travel mode and again add boots and shops. But that's you start getting to the same issue, right? Then everybody just gets boots because you need it, or it's too much of an advantage if somebody has boots, and right. I honestly don't play Dota or League of Legends enough, so I'm not the best person to ask. That's just what I hear. RCC's damage itself seems to kill people too quickly and not provide competitive counterplay or healthy dynamic engagement dynamics. Abilities with hard CC. Monolith movement speed currently is closer to Legacy, roughly 800 travel mood speed than it was to base movement speed, somewhere in the 400 range in Legacy, though. Interesting. Yeah, see, and that's something we would have to look at. Interesting. I would love to try it out. If they had a PTR with Legacy, oh my god, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can't see it. Oh, I'm getting chills thinking of not that. Stop it. I'm getting chills thinking of playing back on Legacy with Monolith gameplay. Guys, the map was literally that good. In a visual and like an aesthetic and in that sort of like a theme, involvement, investment sort of way, right? maybe not in a mechanical way, and that was yeah. So I don't know. It would be a really fun experiment. Honestly, super fun experiment. I would love it. Absolutely love it, man. Yes, it was a beautiful experience. It was, man. Focusing abilities that have hard CC around this fact would make them more purposeful and relevant. Focusing with the hard CC. Increase the amount of Purify CC mitigation cards and gems. This would provide more engaging gameplay and counter play. Add hard CC diminishing returns. You're still here, COD Gamer? We are. I just tuned in. What's this for? PvE? We are, we're giving, some feedback. This makes crowd control much more skillful and reduces bad gameplay, being stun locked to death is simply bad gameplay, period. Being stun locked to death needs to be being stun locked to death needs to be a costly and limited occurrence. It forces a team to spread hard CC out, requiring additional targeting and tactical execution. But if stun lock was or pay for a stun-locked hero with many CC abilities. She can chain CC for 5 seconds on her own. Old man McGowan? Yeah. And like that can still happen. Like look at this math. You know, four 2-second stuns all happen on you. Oh, Metalbox, thank you for the host. He's scared the crap out of me. Could be 40%. Like it's yeah. So, this makes crowd control much more skillful and reduces bad gameplay. Being stun locked to death needs to be a costly and limited occurrence. It forces a team to spread hard CC out to get more value. With many layered CC abilities. Two, while stunned/rooted, subsequent hard CC would be reduced in duration by 50%, adding multiplicatively. Thunder Thighs, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. And Feng Meow, thank you very much for the follow as well. Thank you. Adding multiplicatively. For the first stun that happens, it's a 2-second stun times 100% value. You know, that first stun you get is 100% value for 2 seconds total. The second stun, it's a 2-second stun times 50% though. Times 50% equals 1 second stun, total 3 seconds instead of 4. The third stun comes in. The third one's 2 seconds, but is you know, 25% only get 25% of that, so it's 0.5 second stun, so total of 3.5, etc., etc. So I've been sticking up for Paragon. Yeah. What if this was 40%? What if we did this with What if we did this with 33%? So 1 times 0.3. Hearted Alea. Thank you so much for the host. Welcome everybody from Hearted Alea's stream. Welcome. We are working on our document to send to Paragon for some ideas for yeah, for the Epic team. So I would love all of your thoughts. Hearted Alea, what are some of your thoughts? Can you stick around for a bit? .2 seconds. Oh my goodness, look at this. Skoggles, hey man, welcome here. It's so weird, stream keeps pausing. I can't hear anything. I'm sorry. Nothing on my end. Maybe just reset. I think it's my PC. It's a bit slow for some reason. What's downloading in the background? There, Hearted. Come on now. It's it may be that memory leak, but I thought that was on with Mel. It's always porn. I thought it was that I thought that memory leak was only on PS4. I actually really like this. But it's bedtime? Yeah, it's bedtime for me too, man. So have I mentioned at all adding back skill? Kwong tether, execute Kwong. What do you mean? Good job with the stream. Good luck with the stream. Thanks, Gigasaur. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Adjusting numbers is always ongoing for mobile, but the success relies on players, which at the end of the day is best by increased by advertising. Yeah, that's true. Gigasaur, thank you very much for the follow. Thanos, thank you guys very much for the follows. Absolutely appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Hope you guys enjoy. 2 times 0.8 is 1.6. Plus 2 is 3.6. A 2-second stun times 0.64 is 1.28. Second stun plus 2.6 is 4.88. 88. We have 2 times 0.51. This is 1.02. Times, or plus rather, 4.88. 5.9. Instead of 8. There. I love this idea. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I love this idea, guys. So here is the idea. While stunned/rooted, subsequent hard CC would be reduced in duration by 33%, adding multiplicatively. The first stun is a 2-second stun that gets full value, so 2-second stun. The second stun is another 2-second stun times, but instead you only get 66% of that value, which makes it a 1.33 second stun for a total of 3.33 seconds of stun instead of 4. The third stun comes in for another 2 seconds, but it only gets 44% of its duration, meaning it's only a 0.89 second stun for a total of 4.2 seconds. The fourth stun comes in if you somehow has a fourth stun, and that 2 seconds is you only get 30% value, which means 0.59 second stun for a total of 4.79 seconds instead of 8 seconds. And that's the whole point. The point is that you can't be stun locked for 8 seconds anymore. There's diminishing returns. It's only 4.79. And then the diminishing returns would reset when out of combat or after 5 to 10 seconds. After 6 to 10 seconds. However, while you are still in the same combat instance, not stun locked, subsequent hard CC would be reduced in duration by 20%, adding multiplicatively. The first stun, 100% value, 2 sec in value, 2 sec stun times 100. So would you work at Epic? A lot of people have been saying that today. 2-second stun. The second stun's only 80% value though. 1.8 second stun for 3.6, 4.88, 5.9 instead of 8. So you can see spreading out your crowd control, you get value for it. You know, spreading it out, you get another 1.3 seconds worth of stun time as if you spread it out. But if you want to stun lock somebody, you gotta pay for it. You gotta pay for it. There you go. Onboarding. Please take my tutorial series and make it an in-game An in-game experience. Link to the dock. There it is. People need to be taught the intricacies of a complex genre like overloading newer players does not help with engagement, self step by step, 8 steps or more like mine. A step-by-step, multi-hour tutorial that builds on itself is absolutely needed. This is irrelevant. Patch and keep replay system and not patch the replay system to be in not such a compromised state. Keep it in at least a non-buggy, stable, functional and watchable fashion. New features and stuff. New competitive or viewer features and options can come later. This at least enables the comp scene to thrive in term. This at least enables the comp scene to have what they need in terms of casting and analysis. Not sure if an 8-hour tutorial session should be mandatory. Not mandatory, but are they paying Sylphin for his work on this? What a legend? No. No. At least Americoni coming in with a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for that, man. Absolutely. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate you. No, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you. Fern Gren, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel, man. Multi-hour anything to a game should be mandatory? Well, I don't know. It shouldn't be mandatory, but highly encouraged. Towers. Balances to towers, inhibitors, and super minions. Towers, inhibitors, and the core need to deal additive stacking damage with each shot. Tanks and brawlers still don't take enough damage from towers when diving. This is according to many I don't know. Tower diving is simply too prevalent. for how valuable picks are, which leads to objectives and snowballs. Towers, inhibitors, and the core projectiles need to track outside of tower radius. Each shot charges up and the projectile homes onto target, regardless of their position when the shot is discharged. Eliminates tower dancing. Regardless of their position when the shot is discharged, or when charging. Each tower's inhibitors and the core projectiles need to track outside of tower radius. Each shot locks to its target, charges up, and the projectile homes onto the target, regardless of their position when the shot is discharged or when charging. Eliminates tower dancing. If a tower targets you, you are guaranteed to be hit once. C. Super Minion Wave's health needs to be reduced. Super Minion Wave's health needs to be reduced. Needs to be reduced. And the health aura it gives to nearby minions needs to be reduced or eliminated. And the aura eliminated. The wave is too punishing and the waves are too hard to kill. Having an inhibitor down is too much of a death sentence and a disadvantage. There isn't a super minion wave is too punishing for how easy the inhibitors T2s and T1s can be taken down from, especially from such a small advantage. Like a single hero pick or a single hero out of position. There we go. I hope that makes sense. What do you guys think of this? Super Minion Wave's health and the health aura it gives to nearby minions needs to be reduced and the aura eliminated. The wave is too punishing, the waves are too hard to kill. Having an inhibitor down is too much of a death sentence and disadvantage. A super minion wave is too punishing for how easy the inhibitors, T2s, and T1s can be taken down, especially from such a small advantage, like a single hero pick or a single out of position hero. Proficiency. Is that you? Proficiency TV. I don't think I've ever noticed your. Is that you? Okay. Sorry, I thought that was like the proficiency. No offense. Yeah, it's me. Did you make a new account? What? What? That's not your Twitch account. Do I follow you on Twitch? I must. That's not your... Proficiency. No, it's actually me from... I just don't stream Paragon. Oh. What? Really? Where are you? Aren't you up here? Proficiency? No, that's not your account name. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. Here's the link. Here it is. Oh, 2 eyes. Yeah. Account is private. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It might show your linked Twitch account anyways. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, it does make sense. Okay. Yeah, there's the document. You can look at it right now. Please let me know what you think. Proficiency. Let me know what you think. I was actually gonna send you a tweet earlier today. Totally unrelated, but more just to help you with esports career. Stuff like that. But yeah, please let me know what you think about all this stuff. Inhibitors and T2 towers need more. Inhibitors and T2 towers need more backdoor protection when minions aren't within radius. I don't think inhibitors have armor when minions aren't within radius, or it is buggy. As I certainly recall inhibitors taking full damage with no minions inside, but also taking reduced damage without. Probably maybe buggy? Need. H Deli, how you doing, man? I'm glad you're using your voice to send epic feedback. I'm working on a large job as well. I don't know when you're done with this, but I would like to spend more speed on mobile game design to add to the doc. Maybe I could merge my videos to keep it all in one place. Yeah, just link it to me. Send it to me right now. Oh, proficiency. Especially read this, the hard CC diminishing returns part. Let me know what you think about that. And look at the numbers. Look at the numbers and just like, I don't know, think about that. Agent Deli, let me know what you guys think. All of you, let me know what you guys think of that. All accounts must have one copy of all cards and gems from the start. Dead Silence, welcome. RNG account development based on cards and gems simply is not engaging nor significant. Let me know what you think, Dead Silence. Let me know what you think. RNG account development based on cards and gems simply is not engaging nor significant. That's pretty much clear. I mean, super clear. Increases baseline competitiveness, creates equal battlefield for all. Cannot undervalue the principle behind this fact. Removal / overhaul of river buffs of removal / overhaul of shadow buff. Sneaky's idea. Shadow buff solely controls the game at a competitive level. If a team gets it without their opponents knowing, one pick. Might have a look for a 10th here? Yeah, totally, Mont. One pick snowballs into 1 to 2 objectives. Even if both teams know about the shadow buff, it makes either team essentially can't make a move out of safe areas / towers for 40 to 50 seconds. RNG to this extreme is not competitive. Oh. Yeah, but two could have shadows. Well, yeah. Yeah, thank you. What's RNG? Just like chance. I actually don't even know what does it technically stand for? My God. Random number generator. Thank you. Yeah. Just chance. Randomness. That's what it stands for. $18. Other essential ideas. Remove deck making and introduce affinity shop. For new players, deck making is a hard mechanic to learn and becomes a major turnoff. This makes new players unlikely to return. Isn't it Geronimo Jack? Geron. Oh yeah, no C. Sorry. Yeah. Deck making is not overly competitive as one essentially has to guess in order to counter entire enemy builds. Gems are an easier fix, as you can choose which gem you want in-game when you reach that pip, providing this provides a way for you to counter build. Disagree completely about deck building new players. I'm overwording things. Yeah, this was where I started copy pasting ideas from other things. Just hear out this entire idea. Just hear this out. Spending 1,000 to 4,000 gold to change your gem. To change your gem to counter build / change one's build on the fly might enable $1,000 to 3,000 gold leads are hard to achieve but provide no reward. That's true. Spending 1,000 to 4,000 gold to change your gem to count to might provide a competitive option to how affinity shop would look. Pick your hero in draft. Pick 2 affinities during the match at the item shop. Affinities don't have to be... Both affinities don't have to be selected right off immediately. Once in-game, have a shop-like menu to pick from any card in those 2 affinities. Have a shop-like menu to pick from any card in those 2 affinities. This promotes the idea of cards and decks while introducing counterplay. While introducing more options for counterplay. Some mechanic would need to be implemented to prevent the endless trying to counter builds. How does promote the idea of decks? Because you're selecting 2 affinities, which is now your deck, right? That's still at least a deck. I mean, the reason why we're talking about the card system is because almost everybody wants something different about it. So I'm at the card shop part. In my personal opinion, card shops such cards need to just go. A real item shop needs to come in to the game. Yeah, proficiency would certainly be easy. Each card would cost $150 to, I don't know, as an each card would cost 100 to 200 gold to equip, in addition to their attribute points. This would prevent people from constantly switching cards to constantly counteract enemy builds, as it would eventually put them behind in economy. I said Paragon trying to be their unique idea, but their item shot just works works better in so many ways. A lot of the time with this card system, you feel like you're just sitting on too much gold, 4 to 6k gold at times. Why aren't you answering very many questions? I'm trying to I'm trying to get this done too. Sorry guys. They just make way too many balances and messes up my play style way too much. Just delete the game. Henry, I mean, if you had fun, awesome. If you're not having fun, don't play it, man. Simple as that. Would have a equip fee in addition to their attribute points. This would prevent people constantly switching cards to constantly counteract enemy builds. There we go. Won't they need to increase the overall gold economy? But not by much, but still some. Maybe. Just a little bit. Maybe. A little bit. Alright, another big point of contention here. Reduce base movement speed / increase map size. The time to travel from one side of the map to the other is too quick. Travel time from lane to lane needs to be Can I post to the Google Doc just some thoughts about balancing? Azim, put the comments in here, and I'm trying to keep this nice and simple and tidy. Here is the here's the doc if you guys want to follow along and tweet or whatever. But guys, remember that increasing the map is just crazy. Reduce base movement speed / increase map size. Time to travel from one side of the map to the other is too quick. There is not much there is little penalty for poor rotations or effective split pushing. Unlike in other modes, when you get the gold, you can spend it on parts that upgrade into core items. Having a normal item system actually make it feel like when you get a lead, you aren't just waiting forever to get enough pips to get one item a lot of times sitting on a bunch of gold. That's true. Time to travel from lane to lane needs to be increased. This will punish players' variations. I quit teams to watch for split push mechanics. They need to make a new map like this one, but where it is fair for both ideas for contested gold rebuff. I'm honestly not smart enough to come up with a functioning reason or a functioning way to make gold gains effective Besides like you're guys talking about just having more items, like just an item shop, like more items to pick from, all the options. That's just it. Matchmaking ideas. An item shop. I think the idea can be actualized. This also doesn't help the new player experience. Yeah, getting a kill or two in lane feels not always worth as much as it should, since in the offlane pretty much everyone gets 3 costs Spike and Zetchin numbing after getting Spike, and you're basically just waiting for numbing. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Tag their account as a Smurf. Smurf accounts will bypass the new 200 game matchmaking requirement, preventing them from playing with new players. Since I have to wait 9,000 gold for numbing. Yeah, proficiency. Well, that's the point of the pips. That's the point of the pips. The pips are supposed to give you the value and the stats and the stuff, you know, which is some people are suggesting get rid of stats on cards so that the pips are your source of stats, so that as you get gold, that you can unlock the things that really matter, like stats, and then you can do that. But then the cards can be the interesting gameplay changing mechanics and stuff like that. I don't know how many games. How many games? I have no idea how many games my account even has, man. I don't know. Like, it's really hard to balance the... I have no idea how many games is appropriate, man. 200 sounds like a good number. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, how many games does it take? $10 in each roll. 5. That's 50 games. 20 games in each roll. I think you should have a freaking good idea by that. It's 100 games, man. 20 games in each roll? Yeah, so proficiency, that's that. I think pips should do more. And I honestly think there's a bit I don't know. What about 30 games in each role? That's like you're not a newbie after that. That's what? 150 games? Like, I don't know. To contact you with ideas about Paragon other than streams, Josh? Sylphinparagon@gmail.com. How about a certain amount of time? I don't know, man. I don't know. 30 minutes per game? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think 100 maybe? Reach a certain amount of heroes. For example, Paladins had ranked locked behind needing level 15 on 12. Epic and Nora-chan. Are you Epic employee or not? I've had to ask that a couple of times today. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Like it. I don't know what. I like the idea of what this brings. I like the idea. I just don't know. Yes, yeah, so proficiency. That's why I think, before I said that you don't remember me, but no, I'm not. No, in Orchan, I recognize you. I just want to make sure, because we have the freaking vice president of Epic here. So, I just want to make sure I know who I'm talking to. All right. Well, let's move on for that. That's good enough for me. Increase objective significance. Increase the health of all objectives. Towers should be harder to kill, especially tier 2s and inhibitors. 10 placement matches makes sense. Yeah, but that's for ranked and stuff. That's for later. Remove the health regen for inhibitors so that they can be sieged over time instead of taken in one push. I kind of like that. Faint. Oh, Lottie, welcome. There's a guy streaming his first couple of games with Paragon right now with 150 viewers trying to learn the game. Nice. You guys should go help him. Please keep it up. Thanks, man. Increase the health of all objectives. Towers, siege objectives. Siege objectives. Towers should be harder to kill, especially T2s and inhibitors. Snowball effect from getting siege objectives is too great from what little advantage one needs to take down such weak structures. Remove the health regen for inhibitors so that they can be sieged over time instead of taken in one push. If they are substantial enough, value needs to stick in terms of sieging down core structures. Fangtooth and Prime also need health. Fangtooth and Prime need health increases to make them a challenge to take and be more significant. Penguin Hitter. Can you write map the right? Can you write map? Make the map bigger in every paragraph, please. Yeah. So, without totally reworking the map, I'm suggesting just reduce movement speed, but yeah. Ow. Ugh. Again, snowball effect. From taking... Oh, day 10. You've already donated today. Thank you so much for the $1. Guys, hype in chat for that. Hype in freaking chat. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Absolutely appreciated. Thank you so much, man. I'm back. Thank you. And too little of an advantage is needed to secure these buffs. Made this game seem alive again when I was really getting scared. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Yes, we will not let it die. Every time I chat, Sylphin doesn't read it. Every time I stop, he reads the chat. Sorry, Sean. More involvement with competitive scene. Fund grassroots competitive leagues and tournaments with some monetary. Heavy competitive team / league asset Google Doc folder that has logos, backgrounds, banners, clips is available for these organizations. (14) Establish a regular release. Well, this is possible now in the long term. Get on a schedule of new cards, new gems, or a new hero. Of new cards. Of a new card. And a new gem every 2-3 weeks. Get on a schedule of a new hero every, I would say, to be honest with you, new content keeps people around. Yeah, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks. Something like that. Fate Scar. Thank you very much for the follow.
Okay, yeah, that's all I have, but I'm willing to give it to someone who actually cares about the game. Thank you so much. And no more hype, lol.
Day 10. Look at this guy, man. Dayton, what's going on, man? What the hell's going on? What is with all this? What's with all this generosity, man? What's going on? Penguin Hitter, hey, look at the follow. Thank you. Today's been lit, man. Proficiency coming in with the sub. Penguin Hitter. What are you guys doing? Thank you so much. Guys, what do you get? Why you get? Thank you so much, guys. Really means a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, today has been absolutely hyped. Absolutely hyped. The Forever Infamous, thank you so much. What a crazy day. I will not be outdone. You're a god, Sylphin. Thanks, Grand. Just doing what he can. Trumpet time at 11 o'clock at night. Everybody sleeping. to have more interesting, challenging kits. Arcos, more heroes have a pull? Nah, you can only have so many pull heroes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Penguin Header Proficiency. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. There's the emo proficiency, Penguin Hitter. There we go. Thanks, guys. There we go. Oh, man, my back. What do I want to say here? More depth begets having a challenge or depth to heroes provides a goal for players to... What topics have we talked right about so far? Pretty much everything. Literally. Having a challenge or depth to a hero provides a goal for players to strive for. Encourages player investment. Epic Groundhog, how you doing? The 3v3 map game mode. They just need to fix this, to be honest with you. I'm not sure game modes is it. Like, maybe it is, but Delusto. That's an interesting idea. Current hero kits are bland and unchallenging. Do you have anything about balancing top-down in there? I think that's what, yeah. No, I don't, Penguin. That's, that is important. Balance heroes so that they're it's really hard. Okay, so what's trying to think of what I'm trying to say here. Proficiency! So what do you think the reason behind Epic nerfing Kwong, Sparrow, and Greystone as bleeding characters like Wraith, CB, and Sever Untouched baffles me? Proficiency, Kwong, in my opinion, and you have much better opinion than I. Like, Kwong was just fucking ridiculous, isn't he? Isn't he absolutely ridiculous? In almost every way. Sparrow, oh!
Keep it at Sylphin. We won't give up on Paragon. I need this game to be successful. I need me some Shinbi merch, lol.
Thank you so much, 8-Bit. 8-Bit, thank you so much. You absolutely means the world to me. Some Shinbi merch, I would absolutely buy it because that was the hero I went to Epic HQ with. Kwong's like A tier, Sevrog S tier. Okay, well maybe for like you, but Kwong and every other, I don't know. Kwong proficiency was like he didn't even need possess Spryken. Like you could run possess Spryken on like somebody and Kwong didn't even need it and he would be fine. He'd just be like just derp to derp, derp derp, burst damage, lifesteal, derp derp, sustain, derp, hit you with by sword, derp derp. It was just fucking dumb. Absolutely dumb. Sparrow, when you look at the math with her passive, proficiency was completely broken. Like 5 stacks and up on her passive. It was completely broken. And Greystone, just to be honest with you, I think a 60-second ult is just, it's too much. Like, you know, Red Zone Greystone would absolutely, it was like, I would, you know, you guys could probably use it. Just be like, okay, we just got to make sure Greystone gets one person in his ultimate, and boom, yay, we win. I don't know. So like that just period was kind of ridiculous. I needed to be changed. But Wraith, TB, and Sevrog did need changes. I absolutely 100% agree. Like, Wraith, nerf hammer, please. Like, literally nerf him out of the game. Rework him, actually. Completely rework him, to me. TB, yeah. It's a little bit hard because he has some really weird interactions right now, but yeah. And Sevrog, yeah. His dash, yeah, he either needs reworked and stuff like that, but... Alright, sorry, I'm gonna catch up on chat here. Richter beats everyone in lane. Steel beats everyone in lane. Showing the Kwong gameplay derp to derp. Yes, no, Wraith need to be much more changed than Sparrow. Agreed. Honestly, in high elo, Kwong loses to Richter, Steel, and Crunch, then he beats Sevrog early, but then 175. Really? I thought Steel wins against everything because of his armor. Balance top down. Why? What does it do? So what's the... I think the issue that I would address was new players to sail and pressure faces whose update hero overview it is. Yep, and onboarding. Balance top down. So the highest potential of game mechanics, hero design and optimization has to be based on the highest of skill potential. Why? This way, complexity. This way, complexity. Depth. Strategy. And tactical. This way, complexity, depth. I haven't played matches, no, since the patch, no. This way, complexity, depth, strategy, and tactical, difference, diversity can thrive. This way, full and intended complexity, depth, strategy, and tactical diversity can thrive. Then what? What's the? Guys, help me. Why do we balance top down? Like, I know why. Just what? How do you say it? Creates better pro scene? Yeah. What do you mean by top down? Creates a more complex, makes for a more engaging and skill-based, yes. Creates more engaging and skill-based competitive scene. Top-down creates an established game that you feel that is shown adapted for lower skilled games. Top-down balancing increases the skill cap and provides more depths. Okay, skill cap, yes. Provides a skill ceiling that new players can strive for and be invested in achieving. Have lower tier players get better instead of making the game easier for them. Well, not have or make them, but just and have that available to them. Have that available to them. There will always be casual players in competitive games. You don't need to make the game more casual to keep them around. True, absolutely, Penguin. We don't provides a skill ceiling that new players can strive for and be invested in achieving. Sean, ranked it I don't know, man. It literally means so much. it it gives people the environment they want to play Paragon in. Not only is ranked the stepping stone for competitive play, which this would further facilitate, it also allows people to play with players of similar mindsets and expectations. This provides a challenge and a goal for players to work towards. This further increases player retention and player investment. Yeah, MOBA. Multiplayer online battle arena. Multiplayer arena. It's all about competing and just being competitive and... Balance top down. The highest balance heroes and mechanics top down. The highest potential of game mechanics, hero design, and optimization has to be based on the highest of skill potential. This way, full and intended complexity, depth, strategy, and tactical diversity can thrive, creates a more engaging and skill-based competitive scene, and provides a skill ceiling that new players can strive for and be invested in achieving. This increases player retention and investment. This way, full and intended complexity, depth, strategy, and tactical diversity can thrive. There you go. This way, the full and intended complexity, depth, yeah, creates a more engaging and skill-based competitive scene. Engaging, dynamic, and skill-based competitive scene provides a skill ceiling that increases player retention and investment. What else? Why do you think everyone keeps that fascinating back? Honestly, I think the new map is 10 times better. It's... Ryan, it was truly inspiring. It was... It was captivating. It was like it like just I don't know how to it was breathtaking. It sold you. That map single-handedly sold you on the vision of Paragon, the map. And yeah, man. Briddick's here. Briddick, I missed. Can I be a part of the Brainstorm Summit? Hey, If they're willing to do that, man, frickin', that'd just be awesome. Be frickin' awesome. Absolutely awesome. More jungle camps, new buffs, objective, more verticality, adding complexity. Increase the amount of verticality that can be utilized. Fuck. It increases gameplay diversity. Increases gameplay diversity and increase the amount of verticality. This was the main selling point for Paragon as 3D mobile when compared to Spite. Increases. This would increase gameplay diversity. Is someone from Africa going to be looking at this? Yes. In fact, the vice president himself might be reading this right now. I mean, I highly doubt it's like what 12:30 over there, but. Competitive players, content creators have great ideas. "6:24 a.m. here in Sweden. Worth watching, continuing to keep this game alive." Gabriel, oh my goodness! I hope you woke up to watch this and not still awake. Competitive players and content creators have great ideas. These are your sources of information. Actually bringing people out to HQ is a life-changing experience. This would increase the investment, and this would increase the dedication There you guys go. Sent them over to you as well, Sylphin. Thanks, Booty. Post VOD so people don't need to catch live stream of these Brainstorm Summits as well as all HQ videos. I'm making a video of this, guys, tomorrow. I'm making a video of this tomorrow. On game screen, I mean? Oh, I see. Can you like this dock one more time? Yeah. It's basically done now. It's basically done. It's basically done, guys. There you go. No change 100 games into 20 wins. No, I don't know. Think you should take another look at the deck building. I don't know. I really like that idea. I don't know. I don't know. I really like that idea. This game is done. Everyone I know braves about how fun Fortnite is. Hey, just to face. All we can do is be optimistic and positive, man. Will you switch over to another MOBA if Paragon drops? I recommend Smite. Maybe. I don't want to think about that, to be honest with you. Alright, guys. Let's go through this. And then I'm gonna I really need to go to bed. I feel like Sylphin is writing college thesis paper. Some ideas for Paragon's future. Some ideas for Paragon's future. All of these ideas are not mine and come from the community as a whole. Many people are giving their thoughts and ideas towards helping Paragon keep Paragon alive, and these are many of those ideas. At least from my circle of influence. While we all might have different visions for exactly what Paragon is or should be, we all can share the same vision in having Paragon become successful. This is important to remember, as sometimes our ideas or visions cloud the path toward success. And it's up to us to remember to stay open and willing to change in pursuit of that success. I have broken down the ideas into two general categories: things that I personally think must happen, and things that things that honestly still should happen. Realistically and honestly, there isn't much difference between the two categories, but I had to separate them to suit reality. Must happen ideas. Implement monolithic matchmaking in ranked modes. Contains contains 2 leagues, ranked and unranked. In a perfect world, ranked queues involve solo queue, 2s plus 3s queue, 5s queue. In unranked leagues, solo queue with an option to be put with 2s, 3s, and 4s, 2s plus 3s and 4s queue, 5s queue. This in a perfect world will this in a perfect world with enough concurrent in a perfect world with enough concurrent players playing. If not enough players, whole queues can simply be eliminated to fill others. B. Implementing ranked and monolithic matchmaking is important in order to give people the environment they want to play Paragon in. Not only is ranked the stepping stone for competitive play, which this would further facilitate, but it also allows people to play with players of similar mindsets and expectations. This provides a challenge and goal for players to work towards. This further increases player retention and player investment. Second big idea, execute on finishing, marketing, and releasing Paragon. Paragon can be a flagship title. Unreal Engine flagship showcase. Showcase of, rather. The Unreal Engine. Showcase of the Unreal Engine. Showcase of raw, ultra high visual fidelity. Showcase of thriving cross-platform play. Cross-genre, a showcase of a cross-genre title as a third-person shooter and MOBA. C. Paragon has potential and simply deserves it, in my opinion. And a lot of others, of course. Core gameplay issues need to be solved, such as, why don't they bring Paragon to Xbox? Latin Legend, they kind of teased that they might be doing that. But who knows? Or other platforms. Core gameplay issues need to be solved, such as balancing Fangtooth and reducing the snowball effect. Cross-platform might be good. I honestly believe cross-platform is a good thing. More people, bigger community, more together community, it's fine. If people run into issues and can't perform on a particular platform, then they will switch. That's it. Simple as that. Balancing Fangtooth and reducing the snowball effect. Reduce power gained to 2 power and then 4 power after 4 kills. Maybe even rework buffs entirely. Essentially not power. First kill grants health regen and gold. Second kill grants mana regen and gold. Third kill grants 10% movement speed and gold. Fourth kill grants 10% non-hero damage boost and gold. Subsequent kills grant 2 power plus gold. The power at the 5th kill and gold along the way should provide a sufficient advantage for one team to close out a match, but with no power until the 5th kill and with reducing the damage tanks / vitality based builds will do, see below. The advantage should be more effective in promoting each hero to fulfill a certain role. The issue is that currently power from Fangtooth enables non-damage dealers to perform outside of their role. That is the key issue. Another thing, core gameplay issues. Even reducing tank / vitality build damage. Even though the focus is currently on hero-to-hero combat, that doesn't mean everyone needs to deal the damage numbers. Supports and tanks need to facilitate the combat and help it in being and being prominent, which they absolutely can do. That's redundant. They do this through healing, slows, silences, stuns, roots, shields, buffs, debuffs, etc. Not damage. Remove power from tier 7 vitality slot, replace with health and regen. It could be a small amount of basic damage, perhaps, to help with brawlers and bruisers instead of power that feeds into their abilities. Doesn't feed into abilities to help. Magist! Yeah, I'm just going over it. Oh, I'm just going over it because I think I'm done with it. All right, I think it's done enough. There's the link again. I think it's done enough for me to do the video on it and send off to Mark. C. The other big core gameplay issue, I think, need some work. Reducing hard CC damage / durations and increasing CC mitigation options. Hard CC duration seems a bit high for Paragon's gameplay speed. The numbers look fine on paper, even when comparing to other MOBAs, but with Monolith's gameplay speed, they're too long. Ow. Hard CC's damage itself, plus the current overt damage of tanks / brawlers, seems to kill people too quickly and not provide competitive counterplay or healthy engagement dynamics. Focusing abilities that have hard CC reducing around the fact that they have hard CC would make them more purposeful and relevant. Real Talk, thanks for coming out and supporting the stream. Good luck. Can't wait to see the video. Absolutely, Magist. Thank you for being awesome. Focusing abilities that have hard CC around the fact that they have hard CC and not damage would make them more purposeful and relevant. Increase the amount of Purify / CC mitigation cards and gems. This would provide more engaging gameplay and counterplay options. 4. Add hard CC diminishing returns. This makes crowd control much more skillful and reduces bad gameplay. Being stun locked to death needs to be costly and of limited occurrence. Why? It forces a team to spread hard CC out to get more value from it, requiring additional targeting and tactical execution, or pay for a completely stun-locked hero with many layered, and subsequently less valuable CC abilities. 2. While you are stunned or rooted, stun locked, subsequent hard CC would be reduced in duration by 33%, adding multiplicatively. 66%, 44%, 30%, etc. A. My voice is going. Your first stun, say it's a 2-second stun times 100 value, is 2 seconds total. The second stun, if it's a 2-second stun, is only get 66% value, so it's 1.33 second stun, total of 1.3 seconds instead of 4. The third stun, it's another 2-second stun, 44% value, 0.89 second stun is actually realized, so now your grand total of 4.2 seconds. Essentially, if you get 4 2-second stuns on you and you're stun locked, the total duration that you're actually stunned for is only 4.789 seconds instead of that 8 seconds because it's being layered and stun locked. The diminishing returns would reset when out of combat or after 6 to 10 seconds. I don't know, whatever that balance would need to be. While in the same in-combat instance or not stun locked, subsequent hard CC would be reduced in duration by 20%, adding multiplicatively. 100%, 80%, 64%, 51%, etc. The first stun is full 2 seconds. Second stun's reduced to 1.6 seconds. Third stun to 1.28. Fourth stun 1.02. So essentially it's 5.9 second total instead of 8. So you can see that you get more value here, 5.9 seconds instead of 4.79 when you don't stun lock somebody. And again, the diminishing returns resets when out of combat or after 6 to 10 seconds. That'd be a really good way to mitigate crowd, like having good crowd control mitigation. Onboarding. Very, very important. Please take my tutorial series and make it an in-game experience. And there's the link there. Do you think Gideon should follow that rule? I think his ultimate just needs to be reworked. Period. To be honest with you, it just needs to be reworked. It's bad design in that way. People need to be taught the intricacies of a complex genre like MOBAs in order to stick around. Overloading new players does not help with engagement or encourage player investment. See a step-by-step 8 steps or more, like mine, multi-hour tutorial, optional, multi-hour tutorial that builds on itself is absolutely needed. 5. This thing, this is huge. Patch the replay system to be in not such a compromised state. Keep it in at least a non-buggy, stable, functional, and watchable fashion. New competitive or viewer features and options can come later. This at least enables the comp scene to have what they need in terms of casting slash tournaments and replay analysis. 6. I think balances to towers, inhibitors, and super minions needs to happen. Towers, inhibitors, and the core need to deal additive stacking damage with each shot. Tanks and brawlers still don't take enough damage from towers when diving. Tower diving is simply too prevalent and not punished enough for how valuable picks are, which leads to objectives and the whole snowball effect. B. Towers, inhibitors, and the core projectiles need to track outside of tower radius. When each shot locks to its target, charges up, and the projectile homes onto the target regardless of their position when either the shot is discharged or when charging. 2. Eliminates tower dancing. If a tower targets you, you are guaranteed to hit once. No, Gene, I'm trying my hardest. Green buff makes tower diving dangerous for the person getting dived. Exactly. C. Super minion waves health and the health aura it gives to nearby minions needs to be reduced and the aura eliminated. The wave is too punishing and waves are too hard to kill. Having an inhibitor down is too much of a death sentence and disadvantage. And a super minion wave is simply too punishing for how easy the inhibitors, tier 2s and tier 1s can be taken down, especially from a small disadvantage like a single hero pick or a single out of position hero. D. Inhibitors and T2 towers need backdoor protection. Need backdoor protection when minions aren't within radius. I don't think inhibitors have armor when minions aren't within radius, or it is buggy, as I certainly recall inhibitors taking full damage with no minions inside, but also taking reduced damage without. So maybe that's buggy. Really is quite whatever. 7. All accounts must have one copy of all cards and gems from the start. RNG account development based on cards and gems simply is not engaging or significant. It's a lost mechanic. It's a lost gameplay, whatever. B, this increases baseline this increases the baseline competitiveness, the baseline competitive nature of the game. And this creates even if you kill the minion wave, the tower has no armor for several minions for several seconds afterwards. Oh, that's dumb. This also creates an equal battlefield for all. I cannot undervalue one cannot undervalue the principle behind this fact. 8. Removal / overhaul of the shadow buff. This was Sneaky's idea. That's where I was gotten from. A. Why shadow buff solely controls the game at a competitive level. If a team gets shadow buff without their opponents knowing, one pick snowballs into 1 to 2 objectives. Even if both teams know about the shadow buff, one team essentially can't make a move out of safe area towers for 40 to 50 seconds. The RNG to this extreme is simply not competitive. So 2 options: nerf the timer to 15 to 20 seconds or remove it altogether. 20 seconds may be a little bit long as well, but I'm not sure. Some other essential ideas: remove deck making and introduce affinity shop. Geronimo Jack, Sneaky, Paragon Idea. The Monolith Magazine also had this as well, and I actually really like it. For new players, deck making is a hard mechanic to learn and becomes a major turnoff. This makes new players unlikely to return. Deck making is not overly competitive, as one essentially has to guess in order to counter entire enemy builds. When picking your deck. Gems are an easier fix as you can choose which gems you want in-game when you reach that pip. This provides a way for you to counter build at that time. The Constitution being written. Spending 1,000 to 4,000 gold to change your gems to counter build / change one's build on the fly might provide a competitive option. E. How the affinity shop would look. How the affinity shop would look. One, you would pick your hero in draft. Delusto, no. Yeah, I like the Fangtooth RNG. These give minion buffs or straight up damage, not both. Agreed? Yeah. Pick 2 affinities during the match at the item shop. Both affinities don't have to be selected immediately. Have a shop-like menu to pick from any cards in those 2 affinities. This promotes the idea of cards and decks. Choosing 2 affinities. The idea of cards and decks, which essentially now is choosing your 2 affinities, while introducing more options for counterplay. Each card would have a 100 to 200 gold equipped fee in addition to their attribute points. This would prevent people from switching cards to constantly counteract enemy builds, as it would eventually put them behind in economy. 10. Another big thing that, you know, is reduce the base movement speed or increase the map size, which increasing the map size is really big thing. So I'm saying just reduce the base movement speed. The time to travel from one side of the map to the other is too quick. There's little penalty for poor rotations or effective split pushing. Time to travel from lane to lane needs to be increased. This will punish players for bad rotations and commit teams to watch for split push mechanics. Thank you very much, Mongus. Thank you very much for the follow. Some matchmaking ideas. Prevent players with under 100 games from playing with players above 100 games unless a match cannot be found. A match cannot be found. New players should not be playing with experienced players. This would help the new player experience. Allow players to tag their account as a Smurf. Smurf accounts will bypass the 100 game requirement, preventing them from playing with new players. 12. Increase objective significance. Yes, buddy Sunday, you're absolutely welcome. Increase objective significance. Increase the health of all siege objectives. Towers should be harder to kill, especially T2s and inhibs. The snowball effect from getting siege objectives is too great from what little advantage one needs to take down such weak structures. B. Removing the health regen for inhibs so that they can be sieged over time instead of taking them one push. If they are substantial enough, value needs to stick in terms of sieging down core structures. C. Fangtooth and Prime Guardian need health increases to make them a challenge to take and be more significant. Again, the snowball effect from taking these is too strong. Too little of an advantage is needed to secure these buffs. 13. More involvement with the competitive scene. Fund grassroots competitive leagues and tournaments with some monetary support. Man, I don't really think so, no. B. Have a competitive team/league asset Google Doc folder that has logos, backgrounds, clips, videos, etc., available for these organizations. And 14 is establish a regular release schedule. Get on a schedule of a new card and a new gem every 2 to 3 weeks. Get on a schedule. Get on a schedule of a new hero every 6 to 8 weeks. New content keeps people around. 15. The next big idea is release/rework heroes to have more interesting/challenging kits. Having a challenge or depth to a hero provides a goal for players to strive for, encourages player investment, and oh, Arkham, thank you so much for the host, man. Hello, Senior Sylphin. Hey, Raptors. Oh my goodness, how you doing, man? Been a long time since we've talked. Thank you, Arkham, for the host. How was your stream? How was your stream, man? Encourages player investment. Go and follow Arkham, guys. Go and follow Arkham. Absolutely great guy. I don't have the cast. Do I? Maybe I do. cast. Our cam? Why? It's not working. I don't think I do I have that set up? I don't know. Stacking is really bad at the moment. No, I don't have that. Go follow Arkham, guys. Go follow him right now. Gry5th. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, guys. Having a challenge and depth to a hero provides a goal for players to strive for, encourages player investment and skill development. Do you think the game title would become longer with some of these channels? I don't think people will want hour-long games like they can see. Well, this all just needs balance. This all just needs balancing. Balance heroes and mechanics top down. The highest potential of game mechanics, hero design, and optimization has to be based on the highest of skill potential. This way, the full and intended complexity, depth, strategy, and tactical diversity can thrive. This creates a more engaging, dynamic, and skill-based competitive scene and provides a skill ceiling that new players can strive for and be invested in achieving. This increases player retention and investment. 17. Hello, Paragon means. 17. More jungle camps, new buffs, objectives, and more verticality. This has been cited as in the works. Oh, the Wild Caterpie. Look at all these hosts. Thank you so much, guys. Another absolutely fantastic person and streamer. Go check her out as well. I don't have the cast command. I'm a terrible streamer. I'm sorry. Wild Caterpie, guys, go and check her out. 110,000%. Go and check it out. Please, please, please. Thank you very much for the host. This is cited as in the works. Jungle is simply too simple. Jungle simply doesn't have enough mechanics, buffs, objectives, etc. Twitch.tv/cat. That's yes, the Wild Caterpie. Absolutely, do that, man. Absolutely, go check her out. Absolutely amazing. Please, please, please. Mar Jesus. Thank you very much for the follow, man. Obviously that needs to happen. Increase the amount of verticality. Thank you, Arkham. Thank you. Increase the amount of verticality. This was a main selling point for Paragon as a 3D MOBA when compared to Smite. This can be accentuated as a key identifying feature of Paragon. This would increase gameplay diversity, strategy, tactics, etc. Bring community members out for a brainstorm summit. Competitive players and content creators have great ideas. These have insightful ideas. These are your sources for information. Actually bringing people out to HQ is a life-changing experience. This would increase the dedication and inspiration of top community members tremendously. There's a tutorial script. Oh my god. I think Prime spawning in 10 minutes. Good. Depends on what kind of game you want. The Agoran Constitution. Guys, Paragon is not dead. We're positive and optimistic here in this channel. Thank you. Time for bed. Gabriel, you are crazy, man. Wisen Guy, thank you very much for the follow, man. Oh. Wukong's still a pain in the arse. Ugh. God. Voice chat would add something like you in the community like Sylphin. I really like. Like it really mean. Yeah. Thanks, Raptors. I just kind of doing my thing, getting some ideas, stealing ideas really. So, voice chat would add a key tool to increase competitive to increase the competitive nature of games matches. Oh. There you guys go, man. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna push it all.
I like you, Sylphin, but it seems as if you're doing this to cope with the denial of this game. It was good coping strategy, if you ask me. Trying to be helpful. buddy. Thank you so much for the host. I'm literally looking for somebody to host. Thank you so much. I'm so tired. Oh my god, it's midnight. Fuck me. Fuck me, man. It's midnight. Are you so tired? I've just been doing this all day. Oh. Thank you so much. Will they even read this? Guaranteed they will. I know him. I'll bet you $100. Actually, they've already read it, so it's actually invalid question. They've already read it, and I know that because they were on stream reading it with me. Eat your carrots, Chad. Nice, goggles. Alright, guys. The vice president of... Yeah. The vice president of Epic Games was in chat. Pretty sick, man. Shows you how much they care. If you guys are on YouTube, head on over to... My wife, Carry Me. He is, the offlaner for, huh? The fuck's his team? Oh my god. Wow. I'm a complete noob. Anyways, go watch him, please, please, please. Absolutely would appreciate it. We guys see you tomorrow with that video of my ideas. It's gonna be really good, man. It's gonna be awesome. Team solo mid? Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Have a good sleep, guys. Paragon's not dead. It's alive, man. It's gonna work. It's gonna work, man. We band together. We make things... We give them advice. It's gonna work. It is going to work. Thank you all for all of your subs and donations. Today has been crazy. Thank you so much. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much. My wife, Carry Me. Till next time, like always, guys, stay optimistic and positive. Hashtag bake the cake. Hashtag Paragon will thrive. We're all in this together. Exactly. We got this, baby. See you tomorrow.
Even I'm heading back right.
Bro, this is